I decided to do the biographical retrospective on Pablo Picasso. Picasso has been a very well-known artist for a long time now, and I've been hearing things about him since elementary school. To start, Pablo Picasso was born on October 25, 1881, in Malaga, Spain. His parents, Dona Maria Picasso y Lopez and Don Jose Ruiz Velasco, named him Pablo Diego Jose Francisco de Paula Juan Nepomuceno Maria de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Martyr Patricio Clito Ruiz y Picasso. That is quite a mouthful. He was born very prematurely, and his parents strongly believed that he would survive and that he was destined for greatness. He definitely proved them right. He struggled in school, and his first word is said to have been pencil in Spanish. What a coincidence that his first word was something that is commonly used to make art, which he excelled at and carried with him for the rest of his life. His skill started when he was a kid. His father taught him how to draw and paint, and soon he gave up on his schoolwork, and all he ever wanted to do was some type of art. His grades obviously dropped after he gave up on school, and he used his punishments at the time to practice his art. After his family moved to Barcelona, Spain in 1895, he applied to a very prestigious school of fine arts, where he was quickly accepted and admitted because of his high skill level. Unfortunately, even though he was in a very prestigious art school, he once again gave up on his work to focus on art of his own. Between 1895 and 1899, he joined another art school and quickly dropped out again. In 1899, he joined yet another school where he decided he would abandon everything he was ever taught about art and decided to start something himself. Historians break up his life into periods. The first few periods of his life were named after the color blue, which was present in most, if not all, of his paintings during these periods. In 1900, he moved to France, but unfortunately became very lonely and depressed after a close friend of his died. He started to use those emotions that he was feeling to create different paintings than he was before. By 1905, his mental health improved drastically, and he changed his colors from blue and green to beige, pink, and red. A couple of years later, he started the Cubism modern art movement with his friend Georges Braque, who was also a very good painter. After Picasso showed his Cubist work to the public, the world quickly became obsessed. It was something new and totally different than anything else they had ever seen before in the art world. Some of his most famous Cubism paintings during this time included Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, Three Women, Bread and Fruit Dish on a Table, and Girl with Mandolin. Starting in 1918, after World War I began, Picasso switched to realism, where he created more somber paintings related to the war. He painted many realism paintings until 1927, where he again switched and started creating surrealistic paintings. One of his most famous paintings was made during this time period, which he called Guernica, because of the Spanish Civil War. Skipping ahead in time, Picasso won 2 international Lenin Peace Prizes, one in 1950 and the other was in 1961. On April 8, 1973, Pablo Picasso unfortunately passed away at the age of 91 in Maguins, France, due to pulmonary edema. It is now 2021, and his legacy continues to live on and will most likely continue to live on for a very long time.